Saturday's horse racing tips. Today I'm joined with Joe Norris from Getyourtipsout. So Joe, I'll let you go straight into it. Who is your best bets for Saturday, and who is going to win in John Bon and Energumene?
Yeah, so let's get stuck into the Clarence House. Obviously, only four horses going to post, but I think it only concerns the top two here. John Bon taking on an Ergamine. Now, I think the ground is going to be a big factor in this. I don't know about you, but I think on a better surface, I think John Bon will win. An Ergamine, I think he needs cutting the ground to be seen to best effect. I also don't think Ascot is going to suit him as well as say Cheltenham, whereas I think Ascot will suit John Bon. The yard form is a little bit of a worry. I think Henderson's only had one winner in the last nine, whereas Mullins is absolutely flying at the moment, and so is Townend. Townend's since he's come back is actually riding at over 50% strike rate, so you can't argue with that. So on that respect, you could make a case for an Ergamine. I mean, there's not much between them on official ratings, so I think it will come down to who jumps better. I mean, they've both thrown in a few mistakes in the past. I remember John Bon making that bad mistake when he got beat by Elixir de Nuts. So I don't think either of them are bomb-proof, but, I think they're both fight it out, and I think John Bon probably just about has the edge.
Yeah, I'm in the John Bon camp, to be fair. But what does worry me is Willie Mullins now is this time of year he's coming to form. Like you said, Paul Townend's riding out his skin and stuff. So, but yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. But I think John Bon wins it. So, what others have you got? Obviously, you've got one that you've tipped up in the 2:30 at Haydock, Trelawn. Can you expand
Yeah.
on that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the best 9-2 shots I've seen for a long time. Now, this horse, it was obviously beaten at Ascot last time. I wouldn't judge him too harshly. I still think that was quite a good run. It just got set up for a closer. Victorino won it of Venetia Williams. Now, Venetia Williams does actually have the favourite, Royal Pagaia. Now, this horse has to be favourite for this race. It won the Betfair Chase. Its record at the track is unbelievable. But it did have a real hard race against Grey Dawning last time. That would worry me. Actually looked beat before staying on again and winning. The same can be applied to Mr. Van Gogh at Sandown in the London National. He had a real grueling race, like they were walking home in that. I just think Trelawn, he really appeals as lightly raced, unexposed chaser. He obviously won at this track on reappearance, beat Oroco. That's really good form. You know, Kim Bailey must think he's an out and out stayer to run him over this trip in heavy ground at Haydock. And I think we're going to see a really big performance. And I think 9-2 to me just is really generous. I can't see how this horse will not get backed. So Trelawn would be my best bet on Saturday.
Sounds good. Is there anything else then on Saturday or on ITV racing or anything like that of who you fancy for any other horse racing tips?
Yeah, so there's another one I want to touch on in the handicap hurdle, the race after at Haydock, actually, the 305. I think it could be a good day for the Skeltons. They've got a short price earlier on in the card. Royal Infantry, who looks a nice horse. Actually, quite a lively each way price for the Supreme. It's around 33-1 for the Supreme. So if you think he'll win tomorrow, then he might be worth having a little bit on that. But yeah, Punter del Este in the 305 at Haydock. Now this horse has definitely got a lot of potential still to do better. Finished fifth behind Steel Alley at Haydock when last seen. It's been freshened up again. I think they've probably had this race in mind, and it's been left off the same mark. So I think there's plenty to like there. It's going to love the ground, and obviously we know goes well at this track. And the tongue tie has been discarded as well. I don't normally like seeing a tongue tie on a horse. I don't know about you, but I think it could be a good day for the Skeltons. So Punta del Est in the 305.
Sounds good. So anyone who's watching this and looking to have a bet on the horses on Saturday, let's hope Joe has a nice little run. He's on form at present with regards to his horse racing tips. And we hope you like Saturday's ITV horse racing tips.